For 14-year-old Gianna Schuppler, dance is everything.
I like to dance. That's really it.
The 9th grader from Dix Hill started taking lessons when she was about 6 years old. Her mother, Maria, remembers that the little girl was a natural right from the beginning.
Her face would light up and she moved like she just was born with it.
She just kind of stuck out to me. She had so much drive and so much desire. And I remember looking, going, she could be good.
So Gianna started rehearsing more, sometimes taking 6 or even 7 dance classes per week, each time pushing herself right to her physical limit, until one day, out of nowhere, she collapsed.
I would feel like cold before I went down. I would see like these colors in front of me before I went down, and they would just grow stronger and stronger until like everything was black and I was just on the floor. And I feel like my chest was like hollow and it was just like cold air going up and down.
I'm shaking her and I'm like, Gianna, please don't do this to me. You cannot do this to me. I think I slapped her just to try to wake her up.
Maria tells me Gianna's eyes rolled to the back of her head and she started to turn blue. That's when the young girl's body went limp.
I felt like I was holding my dead daughter, which, for lack of a better term, it was horrible. I started to shake myself. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, I'm losing my child right in my arms.
EMTs gave Gianna supplemental oxygen and she was taken to the hospital where they tried to figure out what was wrong. But all of the tests came back negative.
They just said she's probably dehydrated. She's been dancing for 3 hours. She really didn't eat a lot that night.
Soon after, Gianna went back to dancing, but she had several more of those episodes. The worst one happened in March of 2014 at the studio, and her teacher, Michael, was there.
Her body kept convulsing, and her head kept bucking back. Her eyes were, to me, all over the place.
Michael tells me he cradled Gianna in his arms and tried to keep her head from hitting the ground. He couldn't find a pulse and tried desperately to get her to breathe.
I kept going, okay, Gianna, I go, you go. Like we're in class, like we're doing a drill. I go, you go. Mr. Mike's gonna go and you're gonna go.
Then I didn't know what was going on, but like I understood. So he would take a deep breath and I would take a deep breath.
This time, when they got Gianna to the hospital, doctors discovered that she was born with a rare condition that kept blood from circulating when her heart rate went up. She would need to have open heart surgery right away. Her mother says the day Gianna went under the knife was one of the scariest moments of her life.
As much as I wanted to be with her when she fell asleep, I couldn't. I could not go in there and watch her go to sleep and not know if she was going to wake up.
Gianna did wake up and the surgery was a complete success, but that wasn't enough. Gianna had to get back into her dance shoes right away. And just a few months after having life-changing surgery, she took part in a national competition.
Everyone thought I was crazy, basically. They thought I was nuts. They were like, you are not going to be dancing 4 months after having open heart surgery. I was like, you just watch. I was like, I am, and I'm going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to win.
Gianna got up on stage in front of hundreds and performed her routine flawlessly. At one point, she even made eye contact with the man who saved her life just a few months earlier.
He was like clapping, and I did this, and I pointed right at him, and he was like, yeah, and that was like the best moment of the whole dance.
We know what it meant. Like I got your back, and you got mine. We did it.
By the time it was over, Gianna had taken the top prize, Miss Teen Starbound. She continues to dance competitively and wears the scar from her surgery as a badge of pride, showing everyone that it just takes a little heart to make your dreams come true.
She didn't hold back and she went for it and she did it. And I was the proudest mother in that room.
This was an awful situation that could have ended right then and there in my arms. And look, she has conquered and she has prevailed and she is moving forward.
If I meet someone, maybe I'll just tell them my story. And maybe if they were having a bad day and I just met them, maybe by meeting me they would have a better day. And that makes me feel really good that I can inspire people, make their bad days turn good.